Do you ever feel like a square peg trying to fit into a round hole? Hi, I'm Tracy Kiesler, and I am a recovery coach from Freedom to Be Coaching. I wanted to talk today about something that's very common with people who are struggling with addiction or people who have other mental health diagnoses like maybe ADHD, anxiety, depression. It's something called perfectionism. And perfectionism can occur when we are desperate to prove our worth. Perfectionism is something that stems from not feeling good enough, not feeling like you're worthy, not feeling like you have the same value as everybody else. And so what you start to do is you start to prove your worth by constantly being hyper vigilant and being as close to perfect as you can possibly be. Nobody can be perfect. What we do is we burn ourselves out instead. We never reach perfection. What we do reach is a state of exhaustion, depression, anxiety, fatigue, otherwise known as burnout. This is something that can occur when we are constantly trying to fit ourselves into that round hole when we're a square peg. It's something that comes from not really wanting to accept who we really are, not really wanting to accept what our higher power has made us to be and made us to do. And sometimes we're not even aware of what that is. We haven't paused long enough to listen, or we have dulled the voice of our higher power for such a long time with alcohol that we just can't hear it. We haven't heard it in a very long time. And we've gone on autopilot, mostly driven by fear and mostly driven by the somehow this feeling that the rest of the world has been given the manual for life, and we've never even seen the manual. We didn't know there was a manual, so we had no idea what we were supposed to be doing, and so we just fake it, we mask it, we pretend that we're somebody that we are not. We watch other people, we do what they do. We watch other people and we copy their mannerisms, we copy their skills, and this is all done in a mad desire or mad purpose for looking like we have value and worth that we just don't feel like we have. This is a very, very dangerous place for an addict to be. This is a dangerous place for anybody to be. What really needs to happen is where you get to a point where you've just gotten tired of pretending, you've gotten tired of it to the point where you're just sick of it, you can't do it anymore. You reach a breaking point, and that is when you can start to deconstruct. That deconstruction is so important. You have to pull apart what is there to reveal what is supposed to be there, what is underneath, what was created by your higher power. You have to take a look at that. You have to be willing to be vulnerable so that you can start building what that natural foundation is. Start building on that natural foundation, start building on those natural skills, recognizing that you do have value and worth. You have value and worth just because you are. That's all. That's it. You are, so therefore you are worthy. It is never too late to start this process. You are never so far gone that you can't be changed. You are never so far gone that your higher power has truly abandoned you. There's always time to start over. This is a key part of surrender. This is a key part of the surrender that is required for any person to make long-lasting changes after they've kind of hit this bottom. You have to have that surrender. You have to have the deconstruction. You have to allow yourself to feel vulnerable so that you can make those changes. You can move through that process. You should never do this alone. You should always do this with, of course, the help of your higher power, and of course, a counselor, a support group, trusted friends, maybe your church group. This is a process that you need to be guided through. A lot of it is going to be internal. It's going to be work that you do by yourself on the inside, but you have to share this process with somebody. You have to be guided, and you also have to have good feedback. To learn more, please go to my website, freedomtobecoach.com, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. Have a great day.